everyone, and welcome back to Suncoast FYI. Joining me now is Rochelle Herman, Project Manager for Toys for Tots Sarasota Chapter, and we want to thank you so much for being with us today.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Such a busy time for everyone, and you have a lot going on.
Yes.
How is Toys for Tots dealing with the pandemic?
Well, we have our protocol, which we take very seriously, and it's been challenging. That's the perfect word. It's very challenging through the pandemic. So.
Well, tell us how Toys for Tots works, because then we'll get into how it really has been challenging for you guys. So tell us about Toys for Tots.
Okay. Well, people, you have a child in need of gifts, underprivileged children. You can you go online, and you fill out an application, and you register, and you give a list of what the child wants for Christmas, or children, and then it's submitted, and then we contact you, and there's a lot of communication, as far as how to pick up the toys, whether you're going to come and pick them up yourself. We have specific days laid out, and it's very orderly, but we keep as best as we possibly can to the child's list, as closely matched as possible. So, the VFW in Sarasota on Tuttle, that has been a distribution center for us for a long time. We're grateful for that, and that's where people can go. But when it's selected times when they can go and gather their gifts that they've asked for.
So that is the main part of this, the giving of the gifts to those in need. But
yes.
That is one part, but then it's the people of the community who drop off the gifts for those. And we usually see these bins all over stores and restaurants and whatnot, and really there's not been a lot of it this year, and I'm sure it's due to the pandemic.
Right, it is, unfortunately. Business owners and individuals, residents who normally would have events, have parties, they haven't been doing that. They've opted not to have boxes allowed on premise because it just invites people in, and that's what we're trying to keep separated.
Right. But we have some. There's some restaurants in town that do have some that you said you wanted to mention as well.
Yeah, well, there's Outback on South Tamiami Trail. They have a Toys for Tots box there. Gecko's, all their locations have Toys for Tot boxes as well.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
That is really good, because I know people look out for them. So if we can't get to those boxes, and you say you can't get to some place like a Gecko's, which does have lots of locations, and really thanks to them for actually keeping those there, how can people get in touch with you?
Well, they can either go online, they can just Google Toys for Tots Sarasota, and the website will come up. And you'll email. Jim Lamb actually is the person who gets the majority of all the emails. He's the Chief Operations Coordinator and the founder of the Sarasota chapter of Toys for Tots. So, and then he'll distribute, the emails where they need to go, but we will pick up as well. So drop off, if you have just a few, we can tell you where possibly you could drop them off, but if that's not possible, we'll pick up for you.
There's always a way. There's a way.
Yes, there is.
So now we're talking a great need to the pandemic. You said some 300%, maybe some locations in need, under what is needed.
That's right.
And you desperately need older children's toys, correct? And what else?
That's typically every year, is for older children. And what's happening now, because the boxes are not available, is that people are donating money. So it's really a virtual drop box. And to make a monetary donation just desperately helps us out, because we're able to purchase and buy really closer to what the children are asking for. So.
Now, we're running out of time. We could talk about this all day, and I'm so glad that you joined us today. But tell us about the end result when that child gets that toy that they normally wouldn't have, or the parents know that that relief that their child is going to get something.
That's what makes it all worthwhile for us, is because we don't want a child to feel that they were forgotten, and that's our goal, is for every child to be remembered. For us to show them that by simply, giving them a gift. So,
thank you for all you do for the
you're very
community,
welcome.
and
it's a pleasure.
And easy to give. And just tell us one more time what to Google to get more information.
Sure, just Google Sarasota Toys for Tots, and it will pop right up to our website.
Thank you so much for joining us
You're
today.
welcome. Thank you so much.
Well, I want to thank all of our guests for being with us today and doing so much. And thank you for watching us today on this special holiday edition of Suncoast FYI. Nancy O'Neill will return to her hosting duties in January for the start of our next season of Suncoast FYI in 2021. And until then, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.